So I've got a question for you, Jay. This question comes from me, and it was off the back of, bear with me with this, toasting marshmallows on a fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have a fire at home. I light a fire. I've got a wood burner. I light a fire. I've not got a problem with that at all. I like candles. We've talked about that. I struggle with it, but I don't have a fear of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I have an absolute fear of putting a skewer into a flame and melting my marshmallow. So I'm sure you're going to say it's to do with that depth perception thing, but it seems like more than usual. Like, I cannot tell. So to me, flames, this is where I'm going to make myself very vulnerable and stupid, but flames look flat. Like, are flames flat? Do they look, what do flames look like? Because if I stick it in a fire, I've no idea if it's like going to burn my hand. I literally can't tell how far away it is, even if it's actually in the flame. I can't. It's like scares the heck out of me because it's fire, but because I just have no idea of what I'm doing or anything about flames. So tell me what that's all about.
That's a good one. So I think probably just from listening to what you're saying, the difficulty with fire is it's a 3D thing. And you're right, I'm going to talk about 3D vision again, but in reality, when I look at a fire, I can make judgment calls about which bits are the hottest, where the flames are popping up, how close I can get my hand without burning my hand, where to hang the marshmallow on the skewer. Even if my hand is in a cool place, I can use my eyes to tell me where probably is a good place to put the marshmallow, and I'm not just completely guessing. I can also see when the marshmallow's about to fall off, which is like the worst disaster ever, obviously.
Yeah.
Or when it's about to go black. So I'm using so many visual clues and stuff there, which you won't have. And I think your question about are flames flat kind of illustrates that really, because flames, they're not. But what you're seeing is just a spike of colour, which is probably super bright on a black background. So for you, that makes it harder anyway. And you can't tell how far away that thing is. So I think all of those things wrapped up together probably mean that it's really difficult, because you're essentially using your knowledge of where the marshmallow is, your hand to hold the other end, and the rest of it you're essentially guessing, shoving it into something with some bright specks on it, aren't you?
I feel like you might have just blown my mind there. So are you telling me that flames aren't flat? If they're not flat, what are they?
So flames are 3D things. So they have some shape to them. They're not literally 2D like a flat piece of paper. They are a 3D thing, I guess, like the whatever fuel it is they're coming off. And also when
they're round. Are they
sorry?
Do they look round? Like
no,
round?
I mean, I suppose we're talking about, the pyramids in Giza rather than a triangle, a flat triangle on a piece of paper. So they've got depth to them. They're also popping up from different parts of the fire. So one will be slightly further away and one will be slightly closer. But I think it's probably just a compendium of all your worst nightmares. Something dangerous, something involving 3D, something involving a really bright thing on a dark background, which you've said before causes you real problems with your vision, because you essentially just get bleached to that white thing. And also, who knows, I'm not a psychologist, but maybe it's got something to do with your fear of dropping a marshmallow from childhood. Who knows? That would be my best guess.
It's all about losing that marshmallow.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the exact point when it's at its best. That's exactly what it is.
Exactly, and no one wants that. Yeah, I'm feeling nervous about doing it myself now. You've built it up for me as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You've blown my mind. I literally, because I really want to get a fire pit.
Yeah.
But I'm so scared that, because fire pits, the flames kind of jump out of the side, or do they? Or do they stay in it? The whole thing completely
They do funny things, don't they? I mean,
yeah,
you've got older children now. You get them to manage it, and you can sit back with a beer and just chill out by the fire pit, isn't that?
Pyromaniacs. They'd burn places.
Yeah, right. Maybe that's not a great idea.
No, they'd love it, and they'd love it because I'm all cool, pretending I'm the best marshmallow toaster in the world. When inside I'm I'm fearing that loss of the marshmallow. So if they
Nothing
knew
wrong.
my vulnerabilities, they'd be all over that.
Yeah, fair enough.
If you've got anything else you want us to discuss or any burning questions you want us to answer, then please put it in the comments below.
And if you could press some of those buttons at the bottom, the heart ones, the thumb ones, whatever they are, apparently that's good to get people to see these videos. So please do that.